Yes, welcome. It's the morning programme on Destination Newry. I am Rowan Hand. This is Thomas O'Gorman, a Newry entrepreneurial spirit, very much at the heart of Newry and Newry business, and your business interests take you all over the world, Thomas.
That's right, yes, that's right, yeah, I do indeed.
The latest thing now in your compendium of aspiration, if you like, is helping young people get on the ladder. Young people with ideas for development as a business. They may not have the money to do it. You're encouraging them by a kind of, well, it's a bursary, if you like, and we introduced it a few months back, but it's been going now that time, and the people have been applying to be successful and to gain the prize.
Yeah.
How has it gone?
It's gone very well, Rowan. We had initially, in the first 3 days that the competition opened, we had 90 applications. Further down the road, towards the closing, we had, I think, was 37 business proposals from young people. We couldn't basically, do much more really than look at them all. So at the moment, we have shortlisted that to 25.
That's very successful, Thomas.
Very successful, yes.
25 business ideas which have got substance, because otherwise you wouldn't have shortlisted them.
That's right, 25. And then on the 25th of June, we have a panel of judges, which myself, I'm the chairman, and we've got some very good business people to come as well as judges, and we're going to shortlist the 25 down to 6. Wow. And those 6 will then be entered into a paid for internship at the Science Park for, I think, it's 8 weeks, to prepare them for, business as such, and then they will pitch on a final, and the winner will receive £10,000 to invest in the business that we deem has the most potential.
Yeah, you see, they're going to have the benefit, apart from anything else, they're going to have the benefit of a summer in the Science Park.
That's right, yes, which should be very beneficial to the 6 of them. Yeah. And there's only going to be one winner. There's still going to be 6 winners in my book, because each one of them will have been advanced to a significant stage of starting their own business. Yeah.
Thomas, what you've done is quite precise. There's nothing airy-fairy about it.
No.
It's almost mathematical science.
Yeah.
in its precision, and you're there. You're encouraging the ideas have come forward. It's quite a complex bit of organisation to get it off the ground, and you've done that.
It was, but actually I didn't do it. The Science Park did that with a Dr. Joanne Stewart, who is leading the Science Park operation. She's done a wonderful job. She's organised everything. She has made it very simple for me as an investor, and along with Jim Finnegan, my partner, and we basically could never have done what has been done to this stage without Joanne and the Science Park's participation.
It has to be said that the Science Park won't run with every Tom, Dick and Harry. They must have a great regard for you and Finnegan.
Well, I think they do, and we have a great regard for them as well. I think collectively we have a correlation between two, groups of people who together have a great, proposal for young people. And so yes, I do think myself that they can see what we're bringing to the table, and we also need their participation to make it a huge success, because they have access to all the schools.
Yes.
And they have the networking that we don't have, and together I think we are putting together a very good proposal for young people to enter business as entrepreneurs.
Isn't it interesting that the Science Park never really got into youthful entrepreneurship? They've encouraged young business and whatever, but the idea from its germination, the very beginning, it's never happened.
No, well, as I say, I couldn't really comment on that, because I've only become aware of the work of the Science Park in the last number of months since we introduced the competition. So, but from what I understand, what we are doing is quite unique, because the Science Park have told me that they're quite excited about the possibilities, and it's private equity as well, which is not, which makes it exceptionally well. And what we're hoping to do is we're hoping to encourage other private equity investors to participate further down the road in the development and enhancement of any of these business proposals that.
Yeah, it's beginning to trickle over into the Republic of Ireland. There are interests there.
There is interest there. We've had, well, I personally have had a lot of interest from the Republic of Ireland. I've had an offer from one of the pillar banks in the Republic of Ireland if I wanted to enter into a JV with them to do it in Ireland as well as, what we're doing in Northern Ireland. So that's under consideration. And I've also had a number of proposals from other organisations who would be well respected in the Republic of Ireland who have offered to, become involved in another competition in the South if it was something that I wanted to, participate within.
You see, I do think it needs to be said, there's no financial gain in this for you. You don't need it.
No, it's costing
This
me
is
money.
totally, this is totally altruistic. You're there doing this for young people.
That's right.
The net beneficiaries are the young people of Ireland.
Yeah, well, that's my objective. It's something that I just want to, myself and Jim, as I say, both of us, we just want to give something back.
Yeah.
We've seen, so much, so many young people at the moment, basically who have great qualifications and they have great dreams and aspirations, but the opportunities are not there. So we're trying to, both Jim and myself have been successful in creating businesses on an entrepreneurial nature, and we're hoping that maybe we can encourage other young people to maybe follow us down that route at a younger age.
Yes, yes.
Because, me, myself, was mostly in my later years, I've been very successful, but, I think there's a lot of young people who really could be developed at an early age to be, major players.
Do you think the major player is born rather than made when he's alive? Is there something in you, deep within you, your psyche, your attitude, your personality, that has allowed you to become a major player and become successful?
I think, Rowan, everybody has it in them to become a major player and an entrepreneur. I think schools at the moment educate people, to a very high degree in a lot of cases, but they don't actually, educate people to the fact that once they give them a profession or educate them for a profession, to also try an entrepreneurial approach to the education that they have, to try and start their own business with the education that they have. So I think everybody has got the entrepreneurial spirit or switch, if you like, but not everybody, is given the chance to develop it, and not everybody even realise they have it.
Yeah, you see, in being non-entrepreneurial, we're taking from the same pond all the time.
Exactly. Yeah.
We're not creating new reservoirs of prosperity and potential prosperity.
Right. Yeah. And businesses, business is changing all the time. The world economy is changing all the time. There's new businesses, particularly in technology, that's making huge leaps and bounds all the time, and we need to keep up with that. And we need to have our young people prepared for that type of challenge when they leave school for a changing environment. And I believe that every young person, I didn't get educated, and I didn't, as explained before, I couldn't keep a job, I was unemployable, and I was yet not able to tap into the entrepreneurial spirit and develop it to, positively to, to actually succeed. And I think everybody can do that. But what they need is encouragement.
Yeah.
And they need to be, made aware, which is what Jim and myself are trying to do, that, they do in fact have this potential and skills if they only were to, try and develop them more than what most people do.
You see, the business of your success wasn't easy for you.
No, it wasn't. Mine was a hard slog, and but probably that was because maybe of my poor upbringing, or my poor sort of a start in life. I didn't have the connections maybe that a lot of other people would have, so therefore I had to establish my credibility in order to capitalize on it.
Yeah.
Where a lot of people, do have that opportunity at an early age.
They have credibility, but they don't necessarily capitalize on it. They waste it.
They waste it. That's right.
This is the trick
right,
there.
Yeah.
But in doing what you're doing, you see the world as your oyster. Literally,
I do now.
Marketplace.
That's right.
It's nothing to you to be in contact with New York or Rio de Janeiro. You'll do all these things.
I do that now, as I say, and it's just I have evolved, over my later years, and I think that what I'm trying to do along with Jim is to identify younger people. If if I've done so much in the last my later years that I've achieved, it just makes you wonder what a young person can do in a lifetime. You know,
Absolutely, absolutely.
and that's what we're trying to
Yeah.
bring to to the fore.
I know it's impossible to be, without giving in breach of confidentiality, but what kind of ideas, what ideas are coming to you that has made you go, wow, that's interesting?
Well, we looked at an idea came in from a young person, and in fact myself and Jim, and we discussed it. We were down at the Science Park last night. There was a function on to honour Eddie Hockey's contribution to Newry. It was a wonderful function, but we discussed it last night down there, and I can't say what it was because obviously but it was very exciting, it was very original, it was technology based, and I for one really thought it's something that would really have huge potential in the business.
Absolutely, yeah.
You know,
the thing last night, Newry was on centre stage.
Yes, as I say, the Hockey family was there. They received an award from the Science Park, which was well deserved. There was some, wonderful, experiences shared with the group from some of the speakers, and I was particularly impressed by young Edward, who spoke of his his relationship with his father, as well as his father's success in business. And it was just, I have to say, I'm 63. I've never heard such a wonderful, speech, or whatever you want to call it.
Testimonial, really.
Testimonial. It was just absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
I never heard the like of it, and I did say it to him, that it was, his father would have been very proud of him.
Yes,
And I have no kids, but if I had a son, I would have been very honoured to have a son like
speak
that.
that way.
It's just fantastic,
Why are you doing what you do?
I think it's because as you get older, someone once said to me, and you get wealth and you get success, it was once said to me, you want to leave a legacy. And I think that's what I want. I mean, if you look at Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, they're all in their own way giving away.
They are.
Because you can't take it with you.
Yeah, people want to be kind. People want to be productive with their money.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. And, for the amount of time I have been doing other particular projects as well as this, in bringing opportunities to other people and helping people who can't help themselves, it has given me a sort of a renewed lease of life that I can actually identify, with people who are in need. And whenever that you give to those people, you get so much back. It's many times greater than what you give.
Best wine to the end, maybe, so to speak. But I know that there is a spiritual influence in your life. I know there's a God in your life.
Well, there has to be, yes. I have a personal relationship with God, as I say, and I've had, in my later years, mostly developed that very strongly. And that, again, would be one of the motivators that I would have for wanting to, to give something back. Because, as I said, if God gives you success and He gives you wealth, obviously He would want you to do good with it.
Yes.
And I feel that that's something that I've been privileged to, to do.
Yes.
And it is a great privilege to give to people who can't actually help themselves. It's not a charity; it's a privilege to help those people.
I understand that. So our timeline then is the end of June for the shortlisting down to 6.
That's right. Yes.
And then the 6 will be they'll have an internship with the Science Park until September.
That's right.
And come September, each of the 6 will make a presentation.
Yes.
And the winner gets the £10,000.
The 10,000 to bring his business forward.
Yeah.
And I've already had a number of significant, well-known institutions and investors who have approached me to say that they'd be very interested in viewing the winner plus the runners-up at possibly a function somewhere where they would very, very much like to get an opportunity to invest in a lot of these young businesses.
Isn't it great?
So that's wonderful too.
The this young business, to invest in young business, you're investing in young physicality, you're investing in young brain power.
Yeah.
You're investing in the future, really.
Yeah, and we're getting great encouragement as well. We've been shortlisted for a number of prizes, but an award. So we, as I say, we've been shortlisted now. We don't know if we'll win.
The idea, but the concept.
Yeah, the concept and the fact that we're receiving recognition even to be shortlisted.
Yes.
It's given me great encouragement that we're on the right track.
Absolutely.
Because a lot of these bodies have seen the potential in what we're trying to do. And it's great to get recognition.
Absolutely,
Because which will also generate support.
Recognition is the fuel for further support, as you say.
Well, this is it, and it's great. That's given me great encouragement now, as I say, significant businesses looking to invest in some of the junior businesses, and also, been shortlisted for awards and competitions. It gives you great encouragement that people, out there, significant people are, see the potential that you're trying to develop.
Got you.
Thomas
O'Gorman, thank you very much. That was Thomas O'Gorman, entrepreneur, businessman and philanthropist. Thank you. You're with Destination Uri, the morning programme. I'm Rowan Hand.